Hey guys, it's Arthur again. Today I'm gonna break down the historical comeback from TNC Predator against Boom Esports. What made this so amazing is that I think a lot of you have witnessed this game. A lot of you were very amazed by the combo of Shaker and Morphing. Seems like TNC once again a year after they won the first major last year, they are able to find and abuse the same combo exactly again. But to me, what was so amazing is that for the entire game, as you can look at the draft here, they did not have a single moment where they had a goal lead. So they were basically losing the entire game in terms of net worth. And until the very moment when Boom Esports called GG, Boom still holding around 4k net worth goal lead. So that is amazing to me. I have actually never seen anything like that happen before. And while everyone is so amazed by the combo of Mobbing Shaker, I want to bring you guys another perspective, which comes down to the very little details that TNC did the entire game to allow themselves to come back from a very bad situation. So enjoy the analysis. In 12 minutes, we see the first team motion coming from TNC. You can see that all heroes are spread out on the map with a 2-1-2 formation. Disruptor just TP down bottom and pop a smoke, trying to get a quick kill alongside with Amel on FBZ's Bloodseeker. Meanwhile, at the top lane, KP, he's playing the bodyguard role for Gabby, making sure that he tanked the kill for Gabby. And also meanwhile, Teams is getting some leftover, very much needed experience and go here on the mid lane. And then all these things just happen simultaneously, and this is how TNC made the best out of the very bad situation where they just try to make something happen across the map, even though they have to drop 2 cores just for everything happen. But at least they get some much needed farm for Gabby on the top lane. Teams was able to get some very much needed experience at the mid lane as well. And then a kill is a kill on the core. When you're 5k goal lead behind, every single kill matters. Also, sometimes when we are playing in a very bad situation, we most likely have to sacrifice our own individual farm so that we can live up our winning condition. And this is what Fabi is doing right here. You can see that he's just blocking, he's just standing at the jungle entrance so that if anyone make a smoke from Boom Esports to try to get Gabby, Fabi will be the one blocking it. And the reason why he's standing here but not here is that because if you look at his vision, he has the vision here and also here. So if he positions himself here, anyone that come out from either of these entrance would be blocked by him. So he's just positioning himself to make sure that if you guys are smoking us on in our triangle, you get me instead of Gabby. And also you can see that in around bounty run timing, KP is also just running towards both of his teammates just to secure that they have this bounty run for sure and no one would die because of this. So sometimes we just have to sacrifice ourselves so that our teammates will be able to carry us throughout the game. And this is 25 minute morphing. Gabby just died bottom to a 3-man rotation, and I want you guys to pay attention to how KP cut creeps here to prolong the game, where he first initially he's staying in the trees, and then he patiently wait for Drew to get away first, and then he show up at this lane to cut this off. He didn't stay for the catapult as well because he knows that it would take too long for him to bring this down, and Boom Esports, their hero, would catch up to him. And did he stay for another wave? He did not, because he was anticipating that Mikoto or anyone from Boom is going to chase him out. So he patiently retreats to the jungle of Boom Esports. He knows that Boom Esports should have invested most of their observer in very aggressively, so they should not have any vision in their own jungle. That's why he can stay here to farm up a little bit, and then he continues to farm. He tried to make his lane cut as unexpected as possible at very unexpected timings, and you see that alright, Mikoto and Hyde, they weren't able to find Mars, so they TP back to the bottom side. And then he saw that his both teammates are getting caught out by Boom, and there is where he can show up and then cut this wave again. And this is why they have been able to just stall out the BKB, the Aegis timing coming up from Boom Esports, because of all these shenanigans that KP, Amel, and also teams were doing in the side lanes. And sometimes all these moves are very necessary for us to just just slow down the game and prolong the game. Also, TNC now they have been quiet for a very long time, and now they know that Troller's ages has expired, and they don't have any vision at all. So sometimes when you want to prevent yourself from getting choked, you have to walk out together with a smoke, or just YOLO walking out with 5 men together, so that at least you have the manpower to withstand any incoming enemy. So this is what they do. They walk all the way out together. KP did a very risky YOLO jump into forward to open vision for his team. So now that Boom Esports they don't now that TNC they don't see anyone on the map, and this is a bug as well, because they actually don't see Boom Esports poking behind them. So what information TNC now is that KP is all the way at the triangle, so they know that Boom they will not come from this angle, they will not come from the top angle, and also Teams is positioning himself to block one of the entrance from Boom Esports too. And then Gabby is showing here. Amel knows that he cannot be here, so because he needs to be the one shaving out the waves. So what Fabi did was that they are just positioning themselves to block all the entrance that Boom have to get to the Morph lane, because all they know is that if I protect my Gabby and Gabby doesn't die, he will be the one carrying us to win this game. And that's why every single one are just blocking the potential entrance from Boom Esports. This should be the most important move that TNC made to really blow the horn of their comeback, which in my opinion also something that we should all learn together. And 34 minutes they saw that Tro was here to cut off the lane as long as the wave hits this location, and then so it gives you what kind of information? Basically, it tells you that alright, Boom Esports they are heavily controlling this area right now. And also, if the next wave hits this location, most likely Boom will send someone to clear the wave. So what the TNC do with this information is that they have Gabby to quickly push out this middle lane. He jumps back into a 4-man smoke after they kill this creep here, because they know that if they follow this wave until this location, they'll most likely find someone of Boom facing that lane. And you know what? Bam! Boom! They found a Bloodseeker, they take him down instantly, and then they get out of this, because they know that all they want to do with this smoke is a quick kill. Disruptor tried to TB, unfortunately didn't make it. Mars did not have TB that time as well, so he's gonna fall. But most importantly, this is okay. Their smoke gave them a kill on Bloodseeker, and also Morphling was able to push out this wave. Shaker was able to push out mid wave, and meanwhile Void Spirit is running all the way to the top lane. And do you think that this movement is stopped? No, they are not stopping right here. TNC is thinking further in this moment, because they know that alright, Void Spirit is at the top lane. This is pretty deep. And then if you're at Boom right now, what do you think? We just dropped a Bloodseeker, so all we want to do from Boom is that Boom wanted to reset. They want to reset thing, wait for their Bloodseeker to come online again, and then they move as a team. So naturally, they'll just fall back to their jungle, to their lanes, to fix any potential incoming pushing lanes. And TNC know this very well as well. That's why everyone alive, Shaker, Morphing, they're all instantly connecting to the Void Spirit, because they know that very likely Boom Esports are going to send someone here to fix this lane. And you know what happened if you fast forward? Because of the persistence of TNC for this one possibility, they were able to get down the throw as well. So in the spans of 1 minute from this smoke gang, they were able to push up bottom lane, get a kill on Bloodseeker, and then instantly connect to the top lane and get a throw as well. So instantly 2 core kills in 1.5 minutes. Do you think that the effect is just 2 kills? Not really, because this move means that TNC, they are completely conscious about what is the best move from Boom at certain point, and they anticipated that, they capitalized on that. Not only so, they also instilled a mental pressure into Boom, is that they're basically telling Boom, if you ever do this solo split pushing again, we are gonna be so quick that we are gonna get a kill on you and then instantly retrace off. So the way Boom Esports absorbed this incident from these 2 quick hero drops is that, alright guys, we have to stick as a team right now. We have to make movement as a 5-man unit. Otherwise, TNC will just rely on their Shaker Morph combo to burst us down from far away. And this means what? This means that Boom is gonna lose a lot of map control when they are doing this 5-man hub because of the mobility of Void Spirit, Morphling, and Shaker and Mars. They will be able to just split themselves up in the side lanes and push every lanes in when Boom Esports are hugging together as 5. And ladies and gentlemen, this, I think, if you really want to learn how to come back, this is the kind of small move that can bring you back in the game. Not only that, it instills the kind of mindset to your enemy. Means that you are able to actually control the game from this point, even being such a huge deficit behind. And because the mental pressure that we talked about just now, the effect is starting to show, and you can see from this one incident where everyone on TNC, they are trying to smoke here, waiting for the troll to do the same thing again. But troll this time, he's acting very uncharacteristic. Because last time he was quite scared here. He was just there to quickly push out the wave, and this time they have the vision looking at him, and this guy is like, he's not afraid anymore. So TNC, they get the information that, alright, this guy most likely he's baiting. And you know what? In fact, reality, he is really baiting. If you look at the fog, everyone are basically smoking behind the troll. So TNC, they know this well. They know that, alright, they are gonna Boom, they are smart as well. So they are gonna use this trick on us, using the troll as a bait. But TNC are just way too good at this game. They are 2 steps ahead of Boom. So they instantly call this off. They abort this mission. Everyone TP's back. And because of what I said just now, Boom, they're sticking as a 5. So they are gonna lose a lot of map control. Instantly, you see Void TPing bottom to push out this wave. Morphing has already pushed out the top lane. You know what, KP? He's on another dimension. He knows that everyone's TP back. I'm not gonna TP back. I'm gonna stay here, cut another wave. I'm just gonna be a nuisance on this entire map to make sure that I'm always appearing at the unexpected spots, cutting the unexpected wave, and furthermore, slow down and prolong the game. At 41 minutes, what I want to say is the next 5 minutes is the most patient team movement I have seen from a C team from a very long time. So Boom, they have just controlled the third Roshan, and I'm gonna fast forward this a little bit, and I just want you guys to focus on the minimap. And if you just look at TNC minimap for the next 4 minutes, they were just everyone, after they push out all this very dangerous lane, they immediately retreat back to their own base, and they have just been camping their own high ground for the entirety of these ages on Troll, because they know that if they would just stay high ground, there's no way Troll Warlock can just walk up to the tier 3 and bring the tier 3 down, not to mention the Rex as well. So for the entire 42 minutes, for 45 minutes until Troll Warlock ages expired, TNC, they are just holding their high ground as a 5-man unit. No one is taking all this risky split push at all, because they know that the only way they lose this game is to everyone die outside, and then without buyback, or maybe they have to force a buyback because of that unnecessary split push. And all they did here is that they hold their breath, they be patient enough to just wait out the ages on Troll. How many teams out there in Southeast Asia have this amount of patience to just accept the fact that we are not doing anything for this 5 minutes, but we are holding the game? You know, how many times you have played a pub game where everyone would just get, guys, let's just go smoke, let's just go YOLO smoke and try to win, and then you lost the game because you are 30k net worth behind. So like, whenever we are playing such a highly likely comeback game, but you recognize the one winning condition, which is to just hold high ground and win, be patient. I always remember this one quote that Mumiander shared with me, is that if you have to take 60 minutes to win a game, you fucking take 60 minutes to win the game. You just be patient and wait for a winning condition to hit. And this is what TNC has done here. So TNC, they have just been patiently waiting for Troll Warlock's ages to run out. And once they know that the timer is out, there's no edges anymore, they make the smoke towards top. So like as we said before, if you want to unchoke yourself, you have to smoke and walk a straight line as a 5-man unit. Of course, you need to have your position 5 or 4 with the observer ward leading to put down all these observer that can give you very valuable vision and information. They also have a jam on the morphling because they must have seen the Shadow Blade on OD. So they're just having all this high ground ward, they're camping these 2 vision here. No one is showing except for the Morphling. So they are kind of baiting for Mikoto's OD to come and get a kill on the Morphling, or attempt to get a kill. They all move forward to Morph as he shows himself deeper into the lane, and you know what? They found an OD. Sometimes if there's a will, there's a way, and if you are dedicated enough to do something, opportunities will come up. And this is where they get the biggest kill of the entire game for themselves. It's an OD without buyback, and it's also the first death for Mikoto as well. I think Mikoto did not expect the jam on the Gaby as well, so whoever bought the jam should be the MVP of this fight here. And of course, without OD buyback, they were able to chase more here. They get another kill on CM, and they saw Hyde somewhere around here also. Very nice glimpse by Fabi to bring him back. So instantly, this very risky unchoking smoke that they did with the jam turns it into a 4-man kill. And of course, we have to talk about the amazing high ground defense from TNC that eventually sealed the deal for them in this game. So a little bit background check here first before this fight. So Boom Esports, they decided to go high ground because Westbury is dead. They are trying to force buyback, but they are also recognizing the fact that Tiny and Bloodseeker have just bought back in the last high ground defense, and then OD also didn't have buyback as well. So this is gonna be a very risky high ground siege for Boom. But you know what? Because of all the devastating mistake that they made previously, that made this game prolong unnecessarily by so much, because of the great effort coming out from TNC, Boom, they're like, alright guys, we have to end the game right now. We don't care, we just have to end the game right now. Even we don't have buybacks on 3 heroes, even we don't have edges. So you can tell that Boom, they're running out of patience now, but TNC is like, we can do this forever, man. They are literally like Captain America here. We can do this all day. And also, Boom Esports, they know that if they were just to normally siege high ground, they would just get killed slowly and surely by the combo coming out from Morph. That's why Mikoto OD did a very risky jump here. He jumped onto Gaby, a very nice hex, but Drew, for some reason, he did not pop BKB or Wizard Blade on Gaby. He did not pop anything. He got caught by the Aghanim Scepter Disruptor's Static Storm, and then he just died. So the fight just crumbled because they were able to surprise the Troll Warlock with the Aghanim's Static Storm, and because Troll did not pop the BKB preemptively, he just died instantly in the Static Storm. And this is game for Boom, because they know that they came to this high ground with 3 heroes without buyback, and all 3 heroes died. And naturally, TNC just walked all the way to the throne and end the game just like that. Just like that. They were still hesitating for a little bit. They still want to play safe, but at one point they were like, oh guys, they didn't have buyback, so they just go ahead and end the game. And at the time they end the game, Boom Esports, they were still holding like 20k gold lead at one point before all the Rexters dropped. So overall, an amazing comeback coming out from TNC. The reason why I made this video is because I don't wish everyone to just think that, oh, TNC, they came back because of more plus Shiga combo. It's not like that. It was because all the little details, all the baby steps that they took across the entire game, and slowly by prolonging the game, by finding opportunities, by capitalize on Boom Esports' mistake, by doing moves that slowly get back control into the game, it all leads to the final moment where they can shine with their Morph Shaker combo. So all these things were built up by the good foundations of what they did in the previous 40 minutes that was able to hold them into the game until this point. So yeah, guys, very beautiful comeback from TNC. I believe this is one of the most clean and clinical comeback coming out from TNC. It seems like they know all the baby steps that they need to come back in a very bad situation. And I do feel like if you really want to take yourself into another step as a Dota player, as a Dota coach or analyst, this is the one replay that you really want to just sit down and enjoy and think it through. Thank you guys. I hope you guys enjoy the whole analysis. If you like it, feel free to share it, drop me a comment, drop me a like, or even a subscribe. Thank you very much, guys. I wish you guys a happy New Year. Happy Chinese New Year. 恭喜发财 guys. Bye bye.